What up, boys, and welcome back to another video. So in this video, as always, every single Wednesday we either do a video on 100 runs of a dungeon or 10 hours of an open world farm. And in today's video we're going to do the last of the Coilfang dungeons, Slave Pens. If you guys saw the one that I did on Steam Vaults and Underbug, you know that the steady gold from these dungeons is actually really good compared to a lot of other TBC dungeons. And if you guys have missed out on any of the dungeons at all, I'm going to link it in the comment section down below so you guys can just scroll down and click and see every single 100 runs and 10-hour video. Now in this dungeon, there's not that much to really notice, or like it's pretty straightforward. There's no alternative route. The thing that you do gotta do though is like these guys, the waste walker workers. Like if you kill this guy, this slave handler, I'm gonna show you. If you kill this guy before killing the mobs won't die. So you have to kill these neutral mobs and then kill the slave handler just for some extra loot, you know. Doesn't matter on these guys as they're not connected to any Naga mobs. But besides from that, it's really straightforward. Just run through the dungeon, make sure you kill absolutely everything. In terms of class, doesn't really matter what class you do this on. Professions, I got mining, and mining is good because there's always going to be 2 deposits up that you can mine. So you can also do some skinning. But this dungeon, in terms of loot, when we're going to talk about loot in this dungeon, like why would you do it? What can you possibly get out of doing it? And the steady gold from this one pretty much comes from mining, if you have mining, or skinning, or herbalism. Like, there's no primals dropping in this one. In Underbug, you have primal life, and in Steamwolves, you have both primal life and primal water dropping. And Underbug is also really good for skinning. This one isn't super great for skinning. So, less steady gold in this one, 100%. Now, in terms of big ticket items, it's like every other like TBC dungeons. Sure, you can get some green items that might sell, like Bloodscale for instance. Usually has a decent sell rate, but not usually worth that much, especially if you're playing a hype up realm, because there's a lot of people doing TBC stuff. So the holy grail is, as always, world drops. TBC epics like patterns and plants and like Blade of Wizardry, Staff of Natural Fury, stuff like that. They're not super easy to get though, and I think my record so far in 100 runs is getting 2 epics, and I'm not counting Sunwell because Sunwell has a lot of zone-specific epic patterns that is BOE. So that's what you gotta get if you want to make the big bucks in this dungeon. But if you're gonna do it, I haven't shown you guys the market value. I don't know myself how much market value I have after using the T7 bag value macro. But just looking at the items, I know that there's better options out there. I mean, since we're all just chasing for the TBC Epic World Drop anyways, you might just go and make sure that you're going to make some golds regardless, like you do in Underbug and Steam Vaults. In this one, you're going to make some gold, sure, because you can mine like 2 deposits. But in the other dungeons, you can mine, and on top of that, you kill mobs that drops primals. So I can already say that Underbug and Steambolt is better choices of dungeons if you're going to do any of the Coilfang dungeons. Way better. But moving up to the end of the dungeon actually. Like, I'm a druid, so for me it's super easy to reset. But if you're not a druid, you have to like sign up for a scenario, or you can make a group and then disband the group and you will be ported out. However, with Underbug, it's really easy to get out because you kill the last boss, you jump down, and you can just manually run out. In Steamvault, it's faster to run out than being ported out, because with these Coilfang dungeons, like when you get ported out, you get ported like way out here somewhere in Sangamarsh. You have to fly all the way back down, you have to swim into the cave and re-enter the dungeon. It's not optimal, so Underbug, love that dungeon. So in terms of loot, this is pretty much what we ended up with. I got 32 corium ore, 106 eternium. How many in the bag? 679 adamantites. Got 29, almost 30 primal earth. I got only 46 motes of fire in this one. So with transmog, I have the blood skill items like I was talking about, like these boots 0.03 sell rate, so the same on the gloves and so on. So the blood skill items are decent because they do sell. They just, at least not in my realm, they don't sell for a whole lot. Then we got some ranged weapons. This one 11k in my realm, 4k in my realm. These are really popular. Dragon Wing Sword. I tend to sell a lot of these. A shitty shotgun, like this one, the Gnomish Assault Rifle. I mean, it has a decent market value. It goes for a bit of my realm, so I might as well try it out. And the rest of it, some formulas, some plans and designs. Nothing of interest really. I didn't get a single epic plan or transmog item from this. And if we do use the TSM bag value macro, it's 126,000 gold, which is actually not the worst that I've had doing TBC dungeons. But as I said though, if you guys want to do TBC dungeons, specifically the Coil Fang dungeons, you're way better off doing Steam Vaults or Underbug. But that was it for today's video from me. So if you guys got any suggestions on what the next farm should be, leave it down in the comment section, and I'm excited to see what you guys want me to do next. But that's it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye.